Hello, viewers. I've played Depths of Limbo about an hour now, and it's a game in early access on Steam, and it's also a roguelike.
This game is in early access. Everything is subject to change. Viewer awareness advised.
There are 3 starting characters, like the reindeer, as the extra move speed is very useful. And you come in here, and it's definitely got an Binding of Isaac vibe. You start in rooms, and you go from room to room, and you have to kill all of the enemies. Even, especially this enemy, the bug enemy, is I feel like was one that was used a lot in the Binding of Isaac. So there's definitely some elements taken from there. There's also some elements taken from Nuclear Throne, as there is the gun, which is a bit different, and you can pick up, you can find different guns. There's a rifle, that's pretty useful. And then there's shops as it goes along, and you find them. There are different weapons, mushrooms. That seems useful. Extra health. There's a the reason it's roguelike is that there's a collection of items that you can see here, and as you pick them up, you learn what they are, and you'll know what they do going forward. It also shows up in the shop. The music, though, I had to check. It sounds like so much like the Binding of Isaac. I had to check to make sure it wasn't the same composer. Really threw me for a loop. I still listen to it sometimes, and I'm like, did I check correctly? It's so how much they made it sound like that. Pretty incredible. Shotgun. If I pick up another weapon right now, it will take away my pistol, and the pistol does not use any ammo, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good starting out weapon. What did I take? A rifle. Yeah, I'm going to keep the rifle. It's a pretty good starting weapon. It doesn't take any bullets, and I don't think that there's enough bullets right now in the game to justify losing it. I really wish that there were more. I wish there were more bullets, drops, and stuff like that. So it made more sense to drop the first gun, the pistol. But as it stands right now, it's pretty powerful. It shoots pretty fast, and there's just no reason to. There's just so little ammo in this game. Actually, I think it needs to be balanced. It needs to be worked out. This is very difficult. Whew. All right, and then to signify the end of the level. Or the end of the room, it pops up with that text. I think it's a little much, but I understand what they're going for, and it is nice to know that you've cleared the room, and it could be worse. It's not like extremely distracting. It probably provides this character, but it's a little much. Other than that, I think that this game is pretty good. I really like the gunplay. It feels pretty good. I like the aiming and just the way that the firing feels. It feels like it has some oomph behind it. And but I've been enjoying this game. The bosses are pretty good. They're pretty interesting and fun. And I always just like these kinds of games and finding new weapons and items to learn about what they do. Now, I think the items are a bit generic, definitely, but they're good so far. I think just adding more would be good. Adding more enemies would also be really good, and adding more bosses would be awesome. Anytime there's more bosses, I think that's something I like. So more of everything, really. When a game is fun like this and it's in early access, I just want to see it grow. So of course, I want to see more of everything. I wish the resolution was a bit higher on everything, though. I realize I'm playing on a 1440 monitor, so it's kind of my fault for playing on such a giant screen. But the resolution could be a little bit better, I think. I realize that it's difficult with games to create assets that can be packaged well, and also depending on the size of everything, it's not that easy, and I understand that, but everything could be have a little bit more resolution, I think. Dang, I ran out of ammo. This game is expected to be in early access for a few months to a year, which is kind of a long difference there. And I really hope that they add just a lot more of everything. Maybe make the first and second area a little bit more distinct, and kind of balance out these weapons. Yeah, it's pretty fun though. It is pretty fun to play, and just very difficult to try and defeat this boss with a pistol when I'm talking to you. I really wish I had found another gun. I probably passed one and I didn't even pay attention. I just walked right by it. So yeah, I think this game has a lot of potential, and it's pretty interesting. And I mean, there's no reason not to keep it on your radar, because it is pretty good. And mixing those games makes it pretty fun. So it definitely has potential, and I'm going to keep an eye on it to see where it goes from here and what kind of updates it's going to have. So if you've watched this far, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.